Hi guys, my name is Celia and welcome to my cross stitching channel, Simply Celia Cross Stitcher. So I have here my 2025 finishes and this video is all about that. So I don't want to do anything else. Let's go right where I'm just showing you whatever I've finished, and then once this is done I can put them away. So this is gonna be a long video, I think, but if I can go faster, then that's fine. Okay, let's start with, I want to start with the projects that I've completed prior years, not last year, but I fully finished them last year. So I think I haven't shared this with you, so they deserve this, but anyways. This one was done. I don't have a date, but I finished this last year. I finished this as a stocking. So I quilted it with a contrasting thread. It's even like lined inside. So yeah, I like it. It's been sitting in my bin unfinished for many years. I think I finished this 3 years ago, but last year get the chance to do this. I didn't like the shape here though, but it's okay. So that this year I finished last 2024. Yeah, I finished this in 2024, but I fully finished it last year, 2025, and I added beads around it. I think it's really pretty, like it matches the beads on the Christmas tree. And I added like a felt behind. So yeah, this is nice. It's just the regular beads that I have on hand. I used to do like jewelry, beaded jewelry, and I don't do that anymore because I don't really wear them. That's one of the hobby that I don't care anymore, but I kept the beads because I might use them for something else. I might go back to jewelry making, bead making, but who knows. So that's it. It's gonna be put on my Christmas tree this year, 2026. So this one, you've seen this already. I've shared this with you. I consider this prior year cross stitch, but I fully finished in 2025. So these are all old cross stitch stuff. Let me just do a quick flip through. These are old cross stitching projects that I combined in one book. So yeah, next, this one I finished and I wrote this in 2024. It's an embroidery, but I found a way to fully finish it. I don't want to do as much as possible. If I can just fully finish into something else other than decorations, that would be nice. So found this. So this is a journal. This is actually not really a journal. It's a memory keeping book. Oops. And I found a use for it. I hand stitched it. And I sew this book together to a Velcro closure. And it's a notebook. Yeah. Let me see. I don't want you to see. I go like that. Like that. This one when I joined my first ever walkathon. I don't like running, but I can walk. And I was way behind everybody, but it's okay. At least I finished it. I never really quit. I finished it to finish line, but they had to wait for me. But yeah, I got that. I saved my the thing you put in your and yeah, something like this. So this is what I wanted to do this year, but very consistent, like really starting in January. So when I finished this when I made this cover, it actually motivates me to do more of the memory keeping / journaling. It's not really like bullet journaling because I'm just like making memories with stories and pictures. So that's what I did. This is what I did, and I really, really like it so much. This is how I do it. You know. Yeah, and so if to be able to show the entire picture of this, I did the closure backwards. Nice. So that's my fully finished last year, but the stitching were completed in priors. Now, all the stitching that I've completed in 2025. This is in no particular order. I gathered everything, I listed everything. I'm missing one, which is an ornament. I can't find it, but yeah, I'm not going to show in order. I just piled them here, and we'll just go never pile. Okay, whatever I can grab. So this is my farm ABC. Let me use this wool because it's nice, it sticks. A iron wool square. This is my farm ABC, and I finished letter B and letter C, and I'm working on the letter D right now, but I put it aside. But I'm hopefully getting this done. And I think I've mentioned I wanted to make this as a book, a cloth book that I can flip through whenever I want to. Yeah, that. Next, finished is my rooster. So I'm also not going to be able to tell you the titles. You know, I'm just showing and tell, but no titles, no other information. But if you want to know the information, just message me or comment below and I'll let you know. But this video will just go show and tell. And if I can remember the title, good. If not, then I'm sorry. I think this is a rooster. I got this from one of the motif like magazine or book. But instead of stitching just the thread, I decided to use some beads. So it's not pretty, but it's a good experimentation. And I felt it back. That. I have no use for this, but I'm keeping it. And next I stitched this hummingbird. I have to, why is, oh, because the curtain is actually, anyways. And I finished this as a, put 2025 there, as a needle book for my embroidery projects. Like the embroidery projects needles are really like sharp. They're long and sharp, and don't like, I get poked myself every time, so I can't put them in the fabric when I'm done because they're really sharp. So I put them in this needle fabric thingy, and it's secure, it's safe for me too. So I like that. Next small one. This one is from the motif book, tiny, and it's just so tiny. That I thought about finishing it like that, but it wasn't really good. So this one, she's standing actually in my pin cushion. That's why it has this kind of long pin. It's just standing there in my pin cushion. Just a decorative, cute little teddy bear. That. Make sure I don't poke myself, put it somewhere safe. Next is this Plant Love. So there's a magnet in this one, and there's like I bought something to attach this magnet there. That's. Next is the furry. This one is magnetic too. Put magnets in the back. Furry Friends. Next one. This is, I don't think you have seen this before. Maybe you did. Maybe I showed this before. No idea. But this is Mouse with Gifts. It's from the European magazine, the Furry Friends series. And I like the finishing of this one. I used like the perfect, like the wooden circles. So the circle is perfect. And I put magnet on this one too. This is Maria de Jus. Maria, I don't know. Maria de Jus. What's the name of this one? It's the same. Lucy Hidden from European magazine, the Furry Friends series. I wanted to stitch most of them. So far I've stitched them. So this one is another magnetic thing too. I don't want them as an ornament. I want them to be placed in my metal board. This is from Jazz Cross Stitch magazine. I call this fall birds, like during the fall season, fall thingy. They're not really that pretty, you know, but I don't know why I stitched it. I'm sorry, it's just, I don't know. I have no use for this one, but it's kind of decoration. So I put something in a magnet there, but there's no, yeah, there's a little magnet inside. But here it is. It's a quick stitch, I guess. This one is from Sam Hawkins' book. I like his book. There are like little motifs and little stuff, and it's so cute. And I just stitched that because I wanted some quick stitching, and I found this, and it's perfect size. Really small. Next is this. This is from one of those books that I picked 9 projects to stitch, and when I was done, I donated the book to Goodwill. And so this is one of those. This is the Christmas Chapel. And I finished this before and FFO'd it again, give it a shape a little bit and sturdy. So there's magnet in this too, and I can hang it too. So nice. This one's the same thing from that book that I've donated to Goodwill after finishing the 9 projects. This is Waiting for Santa. I like it. It's so cute. Yeah. From the same book as the prior 2 ornaments, Holy Family. This is removable, magnet there. So and another one from the same book. This is not an ornament. It's too big for an ornament. I don't like it to be an ornament, so I put like that's why there's no hoop there. I just put magnets there, so I just, you know, attach this to whatever metal that I can find around the house during Christmas. It's cardinal, birdhouse, I have no idea. Christmas cardinal, let's say it that way. But I really don't like how I fully finished this, but I don't have the desire to change this. This is it. Next one is, I'm tired of holding this, but it actually helps the camera to focus on the project. But this is the Coffee for Two, a small one from the book, and I found these teddy bears from Dollar General or General Store, whatever, and I finished it as a pillow that he's holding. So cute, very cute. This one, No idea where I got this, but maybe in a magazine or a book. Yeah. You know when you get that old vintage book that they have several motifs, you can pick and choose or combine. That's where I got this from. It's so like, look at those eyes and magnet. This is just like a Dollar General decoration that I put like a magnet. I think this one has a washer in it. Yeah, no, a metal square. So this can be a decoration all year round or this month because there's hearts there. Next, let's go fast. Faster the better because I have a lot of things to do. This is Home Where the Heart Is. Another from Sam Hawkins book. And I got this from Hobby Lobby and I removed everything and replaced it with my heart. Added that fabric there. At first I thought it was too busy, but I like how it's done. And I usually hang this in the door in the guest room. I really like it. Okay. Next is my first cloth book. So there are stuff inside that I stitched in 2025. So I'm gonna remove this and look for them. Where are this one? This one, I finished this in 2025. I love cross stitch. Another one, the patchwork cat. They're really small, but they're quick stitched. Sometimes you want that, especially if you're stitching a lot of like full coverage. When I did this, I was stitching, I was focusing on my heaven and earth design. So this is why I needed a little bit of small projects. And I think that's all. Yeah, that's the projects that I stitched in 2025 and put in this book. And then move on. This is the Christmas bird kit. And then this one I designed myself. I don't know why. I tried using my iPad and tried stitching it in just for fun. I don't like designing. It's not my thing. But I put like cats there. I might try again next. Try to design again just for fun. But this one has some kind of a walnut shells inside, so it's heavy, and I prefer it over the polyfill. I like that there's a weight on this one. So yeah. And okay, I think the small ones are done. Let's do a little bigger than those small ones. So Easter Bunny. I think this is not Easter Bunny. I think this is Spring Bunny. So, Snowflower Diary, I think. Free stuff. So I like how I did the dot. I did that. I painted this. This is unfinished round frame that I painted with white, and I put the dot acrylics using the dot thingy, the dot tool. So it's actually I can hang it or just use the stand. So that. This is the Easter Bunny because of the egg. So this is the Easter. This is from Just Cross Stitch magazine. Their Easter issue last year. And I found this from Hobby Lobby and I know it's perfect. So even their shape is really perfect. So this is scrapbook paper. Yeah, it is scrapbook paper. And I painted the side with that. I know this is the original color. Original color. and I put the scrapbook paper there, and I added like trims there, like rickrack and this twisted trim. Too much. That's so pretty. I really like this, so I am going to surely display this after February, after Valentine's Day. That this is folk art. This is from Jeremiah Junction magazine, Cross Country, a really old one that is no longer printing, and I like how very colorful they are together. I found this frame at TJ Maxx, so it's really nice. This one is from a book, book with sayings, or I just picked this one. Nothing really. I just like the words, the gratitude and stuff. So I might be able to use this if I all these things on a scrapbook paper. I put this in a binder. I can reuse this for a journal cover. If I finished a journal, I'm going to reuse this stuff. Yeah, because they're nice. Another one which I fully finished for now as a scrapbook. I don't like the scrapbook for this. It's really, and I use glue, which I really don't like because it bunched up the thin paper. But temporary placement of this in a scrapbook, I might use this for journaling, also journal cover, or wallet or pouches. But they are temporarily in a scrapbook in a binder because it's easier to store them that way, that I can also flip through and enjoy them as well, and not, instead of putting them in a bin and put underneath the bed, I'd rather have them like this. Okay, this is an orc. I pick a design in a book. Usually this was designed as a one color sampler, and I picked it for my orc, meaning my extra thread that I don't want to put back in my floss drop. I have extra that I can put more stitches in it, but instead of putting it back, I stitched on this design. That's why it has this multicolored color. This will remain in scrapbook though. I actually don't know how to fully finish this. I don't think so. So this will just remain in the scrapbook paper, in a scrapbook album. This one I designed myself as well. It's a song title, and it's just one of those days that I wanted to try to design, and I stitched it the same day and I finished it the following day, and this will stay. I might do this as a journal cover. I might, because I do some also, like, small book, but yeah. This one is an orc square, my first one. I don't like doing this. I prefer picking a design instead of just stitching a square or stitching whatever and continue. This is a little bit boring. So I stopped once I created this, and then okay, I'll move on to the next. I prefer designs right now, like actual pattern from I found in a book or magazine, instead of just continued stitching, So this is the extra threads, or I don't know what the orc means, or old raggedy threads. So I don't really like wasting threads if I can, because they're expensive right now. Okay, this one, I have no idea. I don't remember the name. Let's just say fall landscape scenery. This is from Just Cross Stitch magazine, their fall issue last year. I like how that they designed it. So I found this from Hobby Lobby, and I think it works, though, although the design is square, but there's this extra stuff here. I think it works, so it's nice. It's a picture frame. There's no glass. Usually if they're small, I don't really need the glass, because it's a picture frame. It's hard to, if you put glass on top of this, in it won't fit at the back. The distance, I don't know, in the slot inside is not enough. So remove the glass and just make sure you don't touch it with your dirty hands, vacuum, whatever. So this one is the medallion. Just randomly picked something that I can work on, black work, although I'm not using a black thread. But yeah, I don't really enjoy black work. But at least I can say that I've finished one, and this will stay. There might be someday a need for me to reuse this, like of course journaling or a pouch, but for now it is secured in a scrapbook, 12 by 12 paper, and piled in my scrapbook album. So this is the first project that I've finished in 2025. I messed up somewhere here, that's why there's showing like a gap, but I fudged it. I know there's a mistake, so lesson learned. This will stay in the scrapbook paper. I have no intention to frame this or do something with this. No, it stays here because of the mistake. But it's done. Okay. Now, you've seen this before. I fully finished this as a scrapbook, but I decided to use this for my journal keeping. Oh, this is not a, let's just say my memory book cover. I actually did this. I don't have a cinch, but I have another brand which is a little bit cheaper, and it helped me create this book. So this is how, I like the idea that there's no binding on both sides, but it's just in the middle. And at first I did like hand stitched it, but I got tired, so I used my sewing machine. And the closure is a snap, and I actually designed this in a way that I can put like a slot there, because I don't want the fabric to cover the spiral bound. It just doesn't look right to me, so I created the slot. That's a lot of thinking. I did all the measurement, all the computations and stuff, and I still messed up, but I finished it. Doesn't have to be perfect, and I use my scrap fabric, whatever I have around, like small, I used it. So I put 2024 because this book was like all about 2024. So let me just share with you a little bit of what I did. Like this is when I go hiking alone, because I wanted to see 3 waterfalls that day. So I have this flip through there with all my journaling and the story, what I did. I just added that. Just like, let me share with you something else. Like, it's all about me. It's just like that. This just documentation. You know, went hiking again, and then when we got the e-bike, yeah, and my outdoor decorations for the house, and our Thanksgiving food, and all that flip through and thingy. Yeah, and even like added this one, like the thing that I've completed, the cross stitch in 2024 that I've finished. Stuff like that. And this one started like this. It's not daily, but these are like the pictures that I've printed and never done anything on it. So I created a small book. This is 5x5, and I really like how I used the cross stitched. I messed up. I'm supposed to like put it like that, but I did not put a note and I messed up. So the picture, the album will be open like that, but my cover is doing like oriented like that. But it's okay. This is the back. It's just like a scrapbook of whatever fabric I have around. I really like, that's why this is one of the things that I wanted to continue. All my small stitching that I wanted to use as album cover. Okay, another album cover. This is the sunflower mini art thingy that I put in a scrapbook at one point and decided to use it. So I'll just do like hand stitching around to secure the edges. And this is the closures at the back as well. I like the fabric. I use a thick felt, craft felt in this one. That's why it's like that. I used, it's really nice. And I'm not sure what year is this. I started July. I don't know. Let's see. What year? No idea. I don't know. July, maybe 2024. Yeah, 2024 July. So it's just like a bunch of, I like this one. This is a little bit a junk journaling. I don't really like junk journaling. I tried it here. I tried the separate notebook, but I find it like I don't like it. I don't feel like, I don't find purpose for it. So I have junk journaling a little bit, but it's not my thing. Oh, this one, when I went to Ocean City, I bought that sticker with Ocean City with friends, and I kept this is my kind of junk journaling that it's supposed to be junked, but it reminds me of the event. I'm keeping them. So this is my parking ticket. This gives me a lot of memory, the parking ticket, finding parking at Rehoboth Beach. So Ocean City. So yeah, this is my new hobby that I added. Although I've done this before, the journaling, but I'm not really consistent. That's why I have like kind of a different, but I'm not consistent. There are years that I don't do anything. But yeah, I want to do this year and for the years to come, and use my cross stitch projects to, you know, decorate the front of the notebook. And when I get older, this will serve me a lot. You know, if you can't do anything and you're trying to remember what you did when you were young, this is it. Next, another junk journal cover. This is the mini art. A lady in a red background. This one is my Michigan trip. I experimented, instead of using the spiral bound, I decided to use just the loose ring. They're really tiny. And I added eyelets or grommets on the cover. So this is 2024 Michigan trip. Like, I like keeping the maps. So like, we went to Put-in-Bay. So this is when we went to, I mean, I have that Michigan there, and we went to Frankenmuth, and I have that thingy, postcard thingy. Yeah, this is how I like it, and this is just for one trip, so that's why it's really perfect to, you know, sometimes you do the entire year or 1 month, or like for this, for that special trip, we spent 10 days from Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Michigan. So I'll just make Michigan because that's our end goal actually. So I really like that, and I like the fabric that I chose. I think it's perfectly matched, I think. And I don't know why I picked this, you know, no rhyme or reason, but at least it matches with the robe. I like the added lace, and I found the pink thingy. Okay, so that's my journal book covers. Okay, there are stuff here that I'm gonna share with you that you haven't seen before. I haven't shared since, because I finished them stitching in December, and I never made a video during December, I think. So this one, this is Witch Helper. This is from Just Cross Stitch magazine. I started stitching this in 2025 and finished the same year, and fully finished also the same year. Maybe not. I fully finished this the first week of January. So I got this from Hobby Lobby. There's a cow behind this. So this is not a picture frame or something. This is a home decoration area, and it actually, the dimension fits. There's a cow behind this one. So I like cows, but I need it for this cute little monster. It's Halloween. I picked a peach color fabric with peach colored trim. At least I picked this black thingy here. So it's so cute. Look at, I see her. Look at her. This is really a very confusing one to stitch. It's just, I did not enjoy the back stitching. I have to admit that, but it looks pretty. Anyways. Another one that you haven't seen that I've been stitching in January is in 2025 is this. I finished this in 2025 around December time, and I bought this from Amazon. I really like this, like no, this is not from Amazon, this is from Michaels, because there's no holder or something. So I like this hoop finishing. It's really nice. So this is the back. The back, I really tried my best to look clean, but I used a thread that is not the same color as, you know, I should have used like a blue thread. Too late to change, but I tried my best to make it look neat at the back. I always want to have a neat back when it comes to finishing, and since there's no something hardware that comes with this, I just created like a loop that I just, you know, it's not really 100% neat, but I can display this on the wall. I think I want to make more of the hoop finishes like this, like fake wood finishes. So I want to pick a wall in the house that I can put all the hoop finishing projects that I have. So far I only have this. I need to do more, make more. This is the purple toadstool from a cross-stitching book. This I have completed in December of 2025 and fully finished this the first week of January. This is my first ever Teresa Wenzler cross-stitch design, and this is tiny, but it took me forever to finish this. This is kind of Teresa with all the colors combination. I think this is a Ginny Love Angel. This is a freebie. I got it somewhere. I don't know if it still has it in her website, but I have several Teresa Wenzler projects that I wanted to start this year, and this is actually my kind of a test. I like it. It's not complicated to stitch, but I mean it is a little bit complicated to stitch because of the mix of stuff, but we will see. And this, it's just a picture frame, and since this design is so like unusually sized, I decided to just like put fabric. This is fabric behind, and I just glue this design that, because I can't find a frame that matches this, not even like some kind of a home decor. I can't find it, so this is my solution. I put fabric in this, like a picture. Instead of a picture, I put fabric, and then I just, you know, I don't need a magnet or anything, because this is the final framing. But that's what I did. I just glued it there like that on top, layer it. Yeah. This one you haven't seen this too, but I know I shared with you stitching, but I fully finished this in December, but never had a chance to show. So this is the Christmas cottage. I found this from Goodwill. I tried my best thinking, brainstorming how to fully finish this, and this is what I've come up with. A shadow frame, and I bought this from the general store, I think. Yeah, all of these are like the dollar store. So I glued, even I can't, maybe, you know, a little bit of snowflakes there from the dollar store, and hot glue them. I don't want to touch them, they're not that sturdy. And all these little animals from the dollar store during Christmas, and it's just, I think it's just perfect. This is just gonna sit on a shelf or a table. And when I pack this away, I have to make sure that I put a cardboard in front, just to protect these little items here, because it's really not strong. Like, I used hot glue. Yeah, and this one is like a paper, scrapbook paper. Tried my best, but I think I like the finished product. This one, you've seen this before. This is one of my oldest WIP that I finally finished last year. I'm so glad. And yeah, it's framed. The frame is too large for this, but I think it works. I just like this. It's kind of a paper wrapped frame. This is actually a home decor thingy, so there's kind of a saying behind this. It can stand on its own like that, or it can be hung because there's a hardware there. Or you just like put this in a ledge or something. Yep. Ah, this one, I haven't shared this with you that I've completed this and fully finished this. It's the Jazz Cross Stitched yeah, Be Unique. Oh. So this is what I mean. I got this from the Amazon and I like it this way because they have a hardware. So this is my plan, is to really hang them in one wall. Just all of my Hope finished projects. So I have two. I need to do more. This is so cute. Look at the eyes. I like big eyes. So yeah. I thought I only have one. I have two. That is so... Oh, the back. The back is just simple like that. Yeah. What else? Oh, getting there. Oh, sorry. S is for stag. The pattern is from the Maiden Needlework. I got this as a freebie. And I like how I fully finished this. I'm going to, once this is done, I mean, this recording is done, I'm going to remove the pillow form and put this away. I don't need to wash it because no one's using it. Just decorations, but putting away and put another pillowcase. That's what I like about pillowcase, because it's easier to store because you don't have to store the form. You can store this easier. So yeah, this is a little bit tricky. I made it happen. I think it's best to like, I tried the square, but it doesn't work for me. The square is just not. So I tried that. Use my plate as a template. Yep, it's done. Now you've seen this before. One of my old whips. 2014, if I'm not wrong. And it's done. Yeah. I thought I said at first it was very sticky. Now it's no longer sticky. It's all completely dried up. I really like this. But I hate the linen. I just hate the linen, and there's a lot of mistakes in this. But it's nice. This is Glory of Days, European magazine. And my Joanne Elliott's design for... I want to do another Joanne Elliott's this year if I can. If not, it's okay. Sorry for the glare. I'm facing windows, but this is Christmas Angel. And I found this frame from Goodwill. It's a perfect size. And I really like it. You can really tell if it's Joanne Elliott's design. It's very... Yeah. That. I'm sure you have seen this also. I share this with you. This is Cardinals and Dogwood. And I have plenty of cardinals outside my window every day. I feed them. They're not scared of me because they know I am inside the house behind the window. They just stare at me. If I don't put food there, they would just stare at me forever. The cardinals, the female and male, and it's just fun. They're not like other birds that they got scared easily. They just know that I'm just behind that window. I can't do anything. You know, if I'm moving too close, then they'll fly away. But most of the time, they're just there. It's so... I have at one point, I had 12 cardinals, male and female, in one rhododendron tree, which is outside my window where I work. Every day I counted 12, 16, 14, then 8, then crazy. Okay, I need, this is the Camellia Alabama state flower. I'm really wanting to finish all state flower. There should be 50 of them. And another state flower, rhododendron. And the birds love rhododendron. If you want to see birds, plant rhododendron in front of your window because there's bushy. It's provide a lot of protection for birds. So, and they're pretty during springtime. This one is the love dye needle. My friend from Canada, Heather, the mirror image stitcher, gave me the pattern for this, the chart, and I work on it as an ort. So that's why it's different color. Instead of working on just one color, like the red one, I decided to work on this one alongside with my other projects. So it's an ort. I have to go faster because my battery is low and I'm hungry. So this is the River Gorge, the New River Gorge State Park. I bought a book from Amazon, State Park book, and this is my first stitch. No idea what to do with this. I think I'm going to make this as a book cover for my West Virginia waterfall trail. I have visited a bunch of waterfall trail and I want to do a separate book, make a memory book with my pictures and information about the trail of the waterfalls, and I'm going to make this as the cover. That's my plan. Yay. Getting there. Next is this. I haven't stitched on this. It's been a while, but it sure is still what I wanted to do. So I completed this one. I completed this one. And I'm working on this one, but I haven't touched this. So hopefully I'll work on this once a month. And I missed January, but I'll make sure I'll have February, because that's the only way I can make this happen. This is an Afghan with a collection of several small motifs that has some kind of a words there. So I'm gonna use this as an Afghan, or no, not table cloth, but just Afghan. You know, it's soft enough. Anyways. Okay, this one is a rose and laces, and this is gonna be so once I remove the cover for this, I'm going to make this so that I can have this all year round, except December. I mean, December, November, I guess, because I start decorating November. So I'm gonna make this as a pillowcase, not a pillow, but a case. And I haven't done it yet. I need to find a fabric that has like an old rose fabric. Okay. Here is an ornament that's part of the book that I said I gave away to Goodwill after stitching 9 designs from that book. This is one of those. I And there's another one missing, that other one missing, but yeah, need to fully finish this. Now, the second, but not the least, second from the list, the second, but the major, very major, but I haven't been working on this. I mean, I need to fix this. It's a little bit distorted. I still want to frame this. I'm debating on making this as a pillowcase or a pillow, not a case, but a pillow, like pillow, like a pillow, like permanent pillow. And I'm also thinking of framing it. If I can't fix the distortion, then I'm gonna make this as a pillow. And you know, it can be put in this area and forever. I can see it forever. I think the pillow is the best option for this. And sometimes I see people like fully finishing their heaven and earth as a pillow. I was like, why are you gonna do that? But sometimes it makes sense. I mean, I'm okay with having this as a pillow. Like, you don't really have to put things in the wall. Like, I can have it this display and sit in my couch, in this Victorian couch that I have here, and it still like has, you know, it's still looking pretty. But I'm just worried about, you know, it gets dirty and stuff, but we'll see. If I can't really fix the distortion, then might as well do something else instead of the framing, because it's hard to frame it if it's not, I mean, the square is not, yeah, it's because I used this in 28 count 10 stitching, and I wasn't really a bit careful with my stitches, so, but it's so pretty. And last but not the least, it's here. I'm done, almost done. I'm run out of battery. This is so long, I'm so sorry, but I have to do this 2025 finishes so I can put this away, never to be seen again. I mean, all this stuff, need to put them away. This one have to be displayed, but this is my oldest whip, one of the oldest whip. Freebie from Heaven and Earth, no longer freebie, Story Keep, but I think they still have the pattern, the full pattern for this. Trying to avoid the glare, the window reflection. And I actually pick a non-reflective, but of course if I'm facing the window, but the non-reflective glass is, I spend so much money on this one, but I'm happy and I'm so proud of myself. My first Heaven and Earth design. So I guess that's all I have. I wanted to do the whip parade, but I'm not organized, so I don't know if I can do that. I have to organize my stuff, so I might be able to do that once I organized everything, record everything, then I'll do the whip parade. I'm just record 10 at a time and just do a video, not like this, not showing my face, because it's easier that way. But I might do that. I'll just do 10 at a time. I mean, make a long video, combine everything, but the recording part is just like do 10 at a time. Record 10, take a video of them because you have to open and share, and then do other stuff, you know. I'm not going to sit like this and show everything because that's a lot of work and it takes a long time. But yeah, thank you. So if you've reached this far, hope I'm not boring you. I try to be fast, but hopefully you've reached this far, and hopefully if you like what you saw, you like my video, it will help and grow my subscriber. Like, I'm monitoring it now. But say comments which one is your favorite, and let me know what you think. And my finishes, let me know your favorite. I want to know your favorites. And I think that's all I have. And happy February, happy Valentine's Day if I can't make video before that. And yeah, I'm not going to promise when I'm gonna do a video because I can't fulfill it. But I'll see you next time. Thank you guys. Bye.